Hi everyone. So here's a quick rundown of the illusion that's been tried to be demonstrated here. I think it's a little clearer when you have these other images at the bottom that shows you the actual colors of the cube, the squares. So the point is that in this yellow tinted image, right, you have these gray squares, which correspond to these four, and you perceive them as blue. And the reason for this is that your visual system is constantly trying to accommodate and correct for the illuminant that it thinks is lighting up the scene. So just to demonstrate this, so if I just do markup, so let's say show colors, okay. Uh, Now, oops. So, okay. So if I take this square, right? So if I just go on to this blue square and I click on it, you can see it's actually gray, and this is the hex color for that, right? And we can confirm this by like uh, if I draw a new square, and this is gray, right? This is this gray color. So if I move it into the scene, you can see that it like gradually, turns into this blue color, right? But if I move it out of here, you can see it's gray. And so why this is happening is that your visual system is subtracting the gray from the uh, luminant that it thinks it's seeing. So I can show this by if by just subtracting the hex colors from something. So if I say color one here, right? If I so in the blue picture, for example. If I go to one of these white squares, then the only color in this white square is the color from the illuminant, which is the blue tint, right? So if I click this, right, and that's the tint, and we subtract the actual color of the pixel, which just to prove to you that it is the actual color. If I go here and I get this yellow pixel, right? It's actually gray. But if you subtract the gray from the blue, you get this yellow color, which is what you see as the color of the tile, right? And this is the same for the yellow picture. So if I do the same thing, if I go here, say color one, right? And I pick this yellow tint. So in this white square, the only color that's available is this yellow illuminant. So click that, right? And then I go back to one of these blue squares, which is actually gray, right? As you can see, this it's shown in this bottom picture that which squares are gray. So if I click this, wait, oops, sorry, color one should be this yellow, right? And you can see if I subtract the color of the square from the illuminant, I actually get this bluish color that you actually end up seeing, right? So just again, if I set color one to be this blue tint of the illuminant, and then I set color two to be the actual pixel color of this yellow tile, you can see, which is actually gray, right? This tile is actually gray, the pixel value. But if you subtract it from the illuminant, we get this yellow color that we see. So that's the idea. So illusion shows that your brain is constantly trying to keep track of the illuminant, trying to adjust things around so you actually perceive the color of the thing. And that system gets tricked in this illusion because it just assumes that this tint is the background color. So it does the subtraction basically incorrectly to show you that this color is actually yellow when it's actually gray, right? So